My name is Victoria. Peace. Today we'll be looking at 11 causes of marital conflicts. Yeah, you'll be wondering why this topic now? If you see, there are a lot of issues in marriages. A lot of people are running hectare-scatter seeking for how to get solutions to their marital problems. Now, these causes that we're going to be discussing, if you find yourself doing any one of them, please desist from it so that you could have a blissful marriage and a happy home. The first one we'll be looking at here is unforgiveness. When there is unforgiveness in a home or in marriage, it could lead to a very big conflict that, if care is not taken, will lead to divorce. And we are strong advocates against divorce. That is why we are bringing this topic. So if you find yourself not forgiving your spouse, please sit down together and discuss so you can forgive. Another thing is, if you forgive your spouse, you are also forgiving yourself. Because if you forgive yourself, you're going to be happy and healthy. Then the second point here is lack of truth. When you're not truthful to your spouse, I tell you, it could lead to a big conflict in the marriage. So we should learn to be truthful to one another, no matter what. They can kill you for being truthful, but when you don't tell the truth, that is double issue. So please, we should learn to be truthful in our marriages to our spouses. The third here is extramarital affairs. For crying out loud, you are married. Why going into extramarital affair? If you know you won't stay with one spouse, why did you get married? So please, desist from it if you find yourself doing this. Get married to your spouse. You're married, you're married. You said I do at the altar. So let it be I do, and stick together to your spouse and make it a blissful marriage. The fourth point here is lack of finance. For crying out loud, why won't you work for the marriage? Why won't you work for the finance of the home? The two spouses should work together. Get something doing. Get something that will work for the marriage. Get money, because when children come in, or children are even in a marriage already, how do you intend to take care of them? How do you intend to pay your bills? Don't sit down being lazy. The woman shouldn't say it's the man's job to finance or take care of all the responsibilities in the home. Neither should the man say, okay, because you are earning more, you should do more. Both parties should go out and get something doing so they could contribute to the finance of the marriage. The fifth here is third party. When we allow third party to interfere in our marriages, it could lead to a big conflict. So on that, I keep re-echoing it. When you got wedded, it was just you and your spouse that said, I do. Now, you don't get some other person involved in your issues. When there is an issue, please sit down together and resolve it. The third party you're bringing in could be a distraction, can lead to a breakup that can never be mended. So please, if you're such person, desist from it. The sixth point here is secrecy. We keep secret from each other. It is a very big problem that is very, I would say, cancerous. It can be cancerous to your marriage. So desist from keeping secret from one another. Be open. You are married, you are married. Two of you are now one. So be open and let both of you know the mind of each other, and so you have a blissful home. The seventh point here is sexual weakness. The two of you are married, you have no other person. So what you do is what? You satisfy yourself sexually. Husband and wife are meant to do what? When the other person is weak, you should be able to be the strong person. Be the strength of your spouse so that you can all enjoy the marriage. When there's sexual weakness, it can lead to a big conflict in marriage. If you find such in your home, you can go for counseling. The eighth point here is lack of trust. Unnecessary suspicion. When there is no trust, I don't think both parties can stay together. You can't stay with somebody that you don't trust. So when this is happening, we should get to the root of it. What is leading to it? And trash it so that it doesn't become a crack on the wall that could lead to a big gap and that can lead to breakup. And the ninth point here is lack of respect, which can lead to abuse and insults. When you don't respect your spouse, what do you think is happening? When there's no respect, of course, you won't want to stay with such person. So please, if you find ourselves disrespecting each other, just let's try and desist from it. Get to the root of it and trash it once and for all. The 10th point here is when we compare our spouse. Why do you compare? Why did you get married to the person in the first place if you know there's some other person better than him or her? So please, we should desist from comparing our spouse with another person. Your spouse is unique. Your spouse is special. Your spouse is important. Adore your spouse. Love your spouse. The 11th point here is lack of culinary skills. Women, please learn how to cook. There is a saying that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So learn how to cook different dishes. Of course, as a woman, you are pleased when you make different dishes, so you can go out of your way to learn what the other person likes and be able to bring it to the table. And so we've come to the end of this topic. It says 11 cases of marital conflict. So please, as I said from the beginning, if you find yourself doing any of this, desist from it. And if you think you cannot, get help so that you can live in a blissful marriage. Thank you for listening. Please do like and subscribe if you're new to this channel, and drop a comment and we'll reply also. And please don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop new videos. Thank you. Peace.